This is Blues View. Coming up, David Bentley on his former teammate Robbie Keane, and we analyse the Second City derby. Hello and welcome to Blues View. I'm Paul Bradley. Well, it was a 1-1 draw at St Andrews on Sunday. I'm joined in the studio now by Blues correspondent Colin Tatham. Hi, Colin.
Hello.
Well, you spoke to David Bentley, the new boy, after the game. What was your verdict on his performance, and what did he say after the match?
I think it was a very encouraging debut, considering he hadn't played a Premier League game since November as well. He adapted quite quickly, and he's also obviously a very inventive, very clever, skillful player. He'll give them an added dimension to the flank play without a doubt, and the more he plays, the sharper he will get, which it's a very good signing. It's the sort of signing that Blues have got to be making as well now and in the future. From his own view, he felt he did okay. He feels there was more to come, and I think he enjoyed the fact he was linking up nicely football wise with Hleb, Fahy, Ferguson and Carr, and also obviously as you said in the intro there, he's a teammate of Robbie Keane's at Spurs.
What exactly did he say about Robbie Keane? So you had a quick chat to him about what Robbie Keane could offer if he came to St Andrews, and if he comes to St Andrews, that's obviously going to evolve over the coming hours, and there's still a lot of work to be done on both sides. What did David Bentley have to say about it?
Well, he said basically people going about his age, and he's not played a lot, but he says he's still got quality in training. He looks good. His legs haven't gone, and it's not a case of him losing any pace, because he's never really had that searing pace anyway. But ultimately, he said he's a quality player, and he believes that if they could get him to St Andrews, he'd do a great job. Same as Kenny Miller. The interest is still high there with Kenny Miller, as it is with Robbie Keane, and ultimately, it's how far the club want to do it. How ambitious they are to get these deals driven through and over the line. So, as you said, we will wait and see developments over the next few hours.
Okay, well, that's sure to evolve. Well, after the game at St Andrews, we caught up with Alex McLeish, and here are some of his views.
We've come a long way in a couple of years in terms of these games and the results. Had we been a wee bit more clinical in our chances after 1-0, we would have seen it through. Craig Gardner had a wonderful chance for a volley. Normally, he's the guy you would trust in that situation. He's so good, his timing with both feet, and he's completely miscued it. And Matt Derbyshire going through and Friedel making a good save. These were all at 1-0. That's when we really had to turn the screw. And then Villa come back into it with a few free kicks, edge of the box, some silly challenges by us, and being a bit clumsy at times. Just like Albright's clumsy challenge on Murphy in the first half.
Well, those are the thoughts of Alex McLeish. Now, Tats, in your opinion, should Birmingham win it?
I think draw is probably a fair result in the end. I think Blues will be disappointed they didn't see it through after going a goal ahead, and I think had they scored in that immediate period afterwards, I think it would really have flattened Villa. It really would have knocked them for 6. But they started badly. Villa could have been out of sight, to be honest, by the midway point in the half. Then Matt Derbyshire misses a sitter, and there's other incidents, near misses and penalty shouts as well. It wasn't a drab, sort of crab-like football Second City derby. It was a good, open, entertaining game, and it's just a shame that wasn't reflected in the amount of goals that were scored.
Neither team really took their chances, did they? And Alex McLeish has said this before, he wants his forwards to be more clinical. Did you see that was still an issue yesterday?
Yeah, I think you saw a lot of the reasons why both teams are at the wrong end of the table. Villa have struggled for goals as well, as have Blues. And Blues are conceding bad goals, and Villa can't keep a clean sheet. There was a lot there. There was a lot of approach play. There was a lot of honest and willing endeavour from both teams. But the top end of the pitch, that little bit of quality, that ruthlessness was missing, and that is why they are both struggling.
Now let's move on to some penalty shouts. I know you've got a fair bit to say about this. Blues had a couple of decent penalty shouts turned down yet again. Give us your view on those.
Well, first, Alex McLeish has made it an issue that this season they just haven't had the decisions that they should have had, and he's true when you analyse them. There's been plenty of handballs, and again in this game there were probably 3 claims, but the one really for me which was more obvious than any was the push by Albright and a little nudge on the back of David Murphy. That wasn't given, and then there was Dunn sort of flying into block with his hands were akimbo. I don't know. I jokingly, sort of half jokingly, wrote in my Birmingham Mail match report that it's the law. Birmingham are not allowed penalties this season. And when you are struggling for goals, when every point counts, every little incident counts, it does matter. And if they do get a break between now and the end of the season, well, hopefully they will get the odd penalty here or there, because certainly they haven't had the rub of the green in that respect.
Okay, Colin. Well, thanks for that today. And thank you for watching. We'll be back later on in the week with more Blues View.